All right, family. They always say a third time is a charm. So we're here about to go over the top 3 proven strategies to remove a car repossession from a credit report. So drop a 3 in the chat box. Drop a 3 in the chat box if my audio is working now. I had some technical difficulties. My apologies on my end. Let me know though if you guys can hear me all okay on your guys' end. Drop a 3 in the chat box if the audio is working good now. Peace, love, and light. I'm excited to go over today's call because this is something that I personally dealt with having a repossession on my consumer report. And that's what got me into the credit space is I was like, yo, if they can go out and they can just repo my car, take my car from from it was outside of my house. I woke up one morning, I went outside, and I'm like, yo, where's my car? I'm like, if they can just do this and then report it on people's consumer report as a derogatory account, I'm like, yo, there's got to be something, it just didn't sit right with me. So I was like, yo, they can't. I feel like they can't go out and do this. So I was able to actually get this account removed from my consumer report. So these top 3 proven strategies are proven strategies that I've done to actually get this account removed by myself off of my consumer report. This is what got me into consumer law. This is what led me here to this YouTube channel to this exact point. So I wanted to give you guys and bring forth a live where I feel as if it can be as simple as a 6th grader or a high school student, somebody that's fairly new to the credit space that is able to come in here and learn this information and apply this information as well too. So if you guys are tuning in here on the Instagram, here on the YouTube, or here on Facebook, make sure to drop a like and make sure to share this with 3 individuals that can also benefit from these teachings as well too. So we're gonna hop right into it without further ado. I've been here for some time going over this information, but it's been muted. So we're gonna hop right into it. Before we do though, I want to go ahead and share with you guys one of our students, Victoria, who just like you guys, she came across this information. She came across our teachings, and she started to apply this information. She was actually able to get over 51 accounts removed from her consumer report. So this is her Experian report, Victoria Hammer, and she was able to remove an account from First Bank, First Premier Bank. She was then able to remove an account, and she hasn't paid for any of our services. This is all her coming in and her learning how to do for herself on the YouTube channel. So y'all don't need any money. Y'all don't need anything. Y'all have everything that you guys need. Y'all just need to have the willingness to learn and the willingness to apply the information that you learn. LA, right? My mentor always told me this. LA, if you learn LA, your life will be changed forever. LA stands for learn, right? You got to learn things, but then you got to apply things. We've heard the saying out there that knowledge is power. Well, that's very inaccurate, and that's one of the most biggest conceptions, of history. Applied knowledge is true power. So we got to be going out and making sure that we're applying the knowledge, that we're getting our hands on. So she went out and applied the information that she's been getting her hands on, and she's been able to get results. So this right here, is just showing you guys that if she can do this, you guys too can do this as well too. This is her coming in, learning on the YouTube completely free, over 51 accounts removed from her report. Not just inquiries neither. Y'all see, we haven't even got to the inquiries yet. She's got at least over like 4 accounts, 5 accounts from debt collectors, from creditors that she's had removed. An inquiry would not have an account number. Only accounts like collections, charge-offs, repossessions, evictions, etc. will have an account number. So then we'll get into the inquiries here, another one through IC system, and then we'll get right into the inquiries where she deleted, multiple inquiries as well too. So I wanted to show you guys that, so that you guys can see that, yes, you too can be able to go out and you too can be able to get results yourself. So I teach this all, and my biggest thing is to show you guys how to do for self. I believe that if you fish for a man, you could feed him for a day, but if you show them how to fish, you can feed them for a lifetime. So that's my goal, is to show you guys how to fish for yourselves and how to do for self. That's why I put together a university that's showing you guys step by step on how to take action, on how to do these things by yourself. And also I got a mentorship where you guys will get lifetime access to that university and also be able to work with me in my private community hands-on as well too. So we'll hop right into this here in the next 10 seconds. In the next 10 seconds, we're going to go ahead and get started. All right, so let's get right into it, family. So I got somebody asking, how much do you charge to fix it, to fix one's consumer report? Check out our website at billionairesclub.com. I'll go ahead and drop that in the comment section. And then you can see our pricing there, or you could always schedule a call through there as well too. But what we do charge to go ahead and help individuals on their personal credit blueprint, which is what we call it, our package and our service, it's only $12.50. So what you guys are getting is way more than what you guys are paying for. So not only are we going to help you guys with the deletion side of things, we're going to help you build out and get your report to the point to where you're ready to get over 50 to 100,000 in funding as well too. So the deletion side is just the first step. We also help you guys build out and structure your report so that we make sure you're not in this position again. Because a lot of people pay for credit repair services, debt discharge services, but then a couple months later, it'll end up right back on their report as well too. So that's one of the services that we do offer. My biggest thing is to show you guys how to do for yourself. And if you're really looking to learn how to do this and also get those services on top of that, I'd highly recommend you tap in with our mentorship, where you'll also get one-on-one access to me and my private community as well too. But you do got to qualify for that, but that can all be seen at the website. So check out our website here at Billionaires Club, clubwithav.com. So I want to hop right into the call though, and hop right into the 3 strategies to help you guys get these accounts removed. For those that are looking to go out and get repossessions removed from their consumer report. So strategy number one is you guys got to pull the consumer reports from the quote unquote secondary reporting agencies. They're not actually secondary reporting agencies. They're just consumer reporting agencies, just like Equifax, just like Experian, and just like TransUnion. So they're no different than them. But a lot of people have the misconception, and there's a lot of people that are out there teaching that they're secondary reporting agencies. They're just consumer reporting agencies, just like Equifax, just like Experian, and just like TransUnion. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to these reporting agencies, and we're going to actually pull these consumer reports from them. So the 5 reporting agencies that we're going to pull the reports from, I want y'all to write this down. Number 1 is Microbilt. Number 2 is Factor Trust. Number 3 is CoreLogic. Number 4 is Teletrack. And number 5 is LexisNexis. Drop a 5 in the chat box if you have all 5. Drop a 5 in the chat box if you've got all 5 consumer reporting agencies that I just listed. And what you guys are going to do with those 5 is you're going to pull those consumer reports. All right, y'all let me know. Y'all let me know when y'all got those 5. Shout out to everybody tuning in here on Instagram. I got my guy tuned in from Brazil. AK, I'm the boss. Always tuned in. You're next with those results if you haven't gotten, the results that you're seeking yet. Maker of Millionaires, Nolo. I see everybody tuned in, man. Make sure y'all taking notes. We're going over the top 3 proven strategies to remove a repossession from a consumer report. At the end of this as well, too, for those of you guys that stay, I'm going to give you guys a template letter that will help you guys also be able to send out these complaints to the proper places as well too. So that's strategy number 1, is to know which consumer reporting agencies to pull from. So I want to make sure y'all were able to get those 5. So drop a 5 in the chat box if you guys were able to get those 5 consumer reports. So step number 2 is to go through and actually find case law where there's other consumers that have gone through and they've actually been able to get these accounts removed as well too. So I want y'all to go to pacermonitor.com, PACER monitor.com, and I want y'all to look up the case the case called Simmons versus Ford Motor Credit Company. This is where the consumer challenged the wrongful repossession of their vehicle and alleged violations of the consumer protection laws. So the consumer credit protection laws, which we cover in Title 15. If none of you guys are familiar with Title 15, go look up Title 15 right now. All right, go look up Title 15. And then I want y'all to look into Chapter 41, and that's the Consumer Credit Protection Act. Peace and love, family. Peace and love to everybody tuning in. We're live on all platforms. I appreciate every single person tuning in. So in Simmons versus Ford Motors Company, so this is strategy number 2. We want to go through and find case law study. The plaintiff, Simmons, they sued the plaintiff just like you guys as a consumer. Just like you guys, he got in tune with these federal teachings, federal law, consumer law, and he went out and he exercised his right as a consumer. See, as a consumer, all of the power is in our hands. We don't need an attorney to defend us. We don't need any of that. We have everything that we need to go out and get the outcome that we desire. So Simmons sued Ford Motor Credit Company after their vehicle was wrongfully repossessed. And despite being current on payments, how many of you guys have been current on payments but still had your automobile repossessed? How many of you know somebody that was current on payments but still had their auto loan repossessed? How many of them reported a late payment, reported a missed payment, even though you paid it on time? See, for them doing such, and this is happening to tens and hundreds of millions of consumers on a day-to-day basis, you guys can actually get paid out from this as well too. One of our clients had a $50 late payment on his consumer report, and they just got paid out $2,500. I just posted the receipt of that on our YouTube community. So for this instance, the consumer argued that the creditor failed to adhere to proper legal procedures under the FDCPA. How many of you guys are familiar with the FDCPA? If you've been here for some time, you guys definitely are familiar with the FDCPA. Earlier today, I did a beginner's call for those people that are new to this channel. For those of you that are looking to get into the credit repair space, I'm here to show you guys how to set up your own credit repair company. I'm here to show you guys how to make your own money as well too, to be able to go out and help other people with these exact teachings as well too. It can be just you guys helping people with repossessions alone. Y'all don't even have to help people with, credit card debt. Y'all don't have to help people with student loans. Y'all could build up a company specifically around helping people with repossessions. So we're going over that exactly on this call today. So step number 2 is to find case law study. So the consumer once again argued that they failed. Much love, AK I'm the boss. I appreciate you tuning in. They failed to follow legal procedures under the FDCPA. So the repossession, it caused emotional distress. How many of you guys have ever been caused emotional distress from inaccurate credit reporting, from them coming to repossess your vehicle? That's also embarrassing, right? That can also ruin one's reputation, right? Inconvenience. How many of you guys have, a repossession? Like, how inconvenient is a repossession? It's inconvenient in so many ways. And these are things that they stated exactly within, their claim. And this is a case summary that we're covering right now. And a damage to the consumer's credit report. How many of you guys have had things reported on your consumer report and gone out and applied for something, not even knowing that you had that account on, or something derogatory or delinquent on your consumer report, and you went out and you applied for something and you were denied for that? Or that's a damage to one's consumer report. And for that damage, you guys can be getting paid. And this is how our client that had a $50 late payment was able to get over $2,500 for exactly such, because it damaged their consumer report. So this call specifically, we're covering repossessions, and I'm going over a case law study, Simmons versus Ford Motor Credit Company. So here's the key points that they mentioned. I'd highly recommend that you guys write these down, because you guys could actually insert these into your guys' letter. And that's going to be strategy number 3 that we're going to cover in this third step that I want you guys to take to help you guys get repossessions removed from your guys' consumer report. If you guys got any questions, please feel free to drop down below. We're here live on Instagram. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Facebook. We're live on multiple platforms. And I appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in. Whose first time is this tuning into this channel? Because I know a lot of times many people are just coming across these teachings, my teachings, and I want to see whose first time is this here on today's call. Shout out my guy, King Mike. Shout out to AK I'm the boss, always tuned in. We just went over one of our clients who got over 51 accounts removed from her consumer report from her being plugged into our teachings. And she hasn't paid for any of our services, so this is completely free. And you too can be getting all of these results, over 51 accounts. Maybe y'all don't have that many accounts. That's completely fine. But the same process that she was able to go out and get those accounts removed is the same process you guys would take to get any account removed from your consumer report as well too. So we're still on strategy number 2, where we're loading it or finding case law studies. All right, so I'm going over the key points in this Simmons versus Ford Motor Credit. And so number 1 is the wrongful repossession. Simmons was not in default on their loan, but the Ford Motor Credit repossessed a vehicle anyways, breaching their own contract. Right, there's many breaches in a contract. I want you guys all to go look into the right of rescission, 15 USC 1635. How many of you guys were given, and how many of you guys were clearly and conspicuously given your rescission paperwork? If you weren't given rescission paperwork, that's a breach of a contract right there as well too. So I want you guys all to go clearly read 15 USC 1635. I want you all to go get in tune with 15 USC 1605 and the true definition of a finance charge. See, a finance charge is the sum of all charges. And then I want you guys all to go look into the truth in lending disclosure, where it's going to disclose to you guys the payments that should be made and the payment and how everything's already been credited the moment that they ran your guys' credit card. What is a credit card? I want you guys all to go look into 15 USC 1602 to go see the true definition of which website do you look at your case login. That's Pacer Monitor, pacermonitor.com. But what helps me surf it, honestly, and find different case law before I even go into there is how I've integrated our AI. So I got a great video within YBC University and our mentorship that shows you guys how to integrate and program the AI to be able to go surf the web to find case law studies that is in accordance with your guys' exact situation. So all I do is type in my clients, what they're going through, if they had a repossession, they had late payments and where they weren't late, and they were still, and the company still reported it as late, and then they continued to repossess their vehicle. Find me a case law study where, a consumer went into federal court for a repossession against a financial institution, and they sued them for the inaccurate reporting and the repossession, and then it goes through and then they'll find different case law studies and whatnot. So I've programmed it though. It's not going to just do it right away. If you got, any AI that you guys use, you guys got to program this AI to be able to do so. So I'll show you guys exactly how to do that within YBC University or within within my personal mentorship. Next is violations within the FCRA. All right, so they failed to accurately report the status of the account after the repossession, including marking the account as a charge-off, which harmed the consumer's credit worthiness. That's also a violation in pursuant to 15 USC 1681 S2, 1681, just the congressional findings alone. And then we get into damages awarded. So the court ruled in favor of Simmons, ordering Ford Motor Credit Company to pay damages for, number 1, emotional distress, which was caused by the unlawful repossession, punitive damages due to the creditor's reckless actions. Next step, or next damage in which they were awarded for, is the removal of the account. So from the removal of the account from the consumer report, along with the corrective actions. And the resolution was that Ford Motor Credit was required to compensate Simmons and completely remove the repossession and associated negative information from the consumer report. So how many of you guys, just like Simmons, would love to be paid for a repossession that's on your guys' consumer report? So that's what we're here to teach. That's what I teach on my whole platform, on all of my teachings. If you guys are new to my teachings, that's what I've been teaching now for the past year, is not only how to get deletions, but how to go out and get the bag as well too. So that's what we pride ourselves on within our university. We have an online course where I teach all of this. And I'm also going to show you guys a letter that I drafted up for you guys that you guys can use. And that's going to be in the third strategy. Shout out my guy Egypt Prince, tuning in from Philly. If y'all are ever in Philly, man, let me tell y'all, man. Let me tell y'all real quick. Let me stand up and get this light on. The best Philly food, the best food you can get in Philly, my guy Egypt Prince, he's the owner of. So if you guys are ever out in the Philly area, reach out to me. I'll get you guys connected with him, and I'll make sure that he takes care of you guys. It's some Egyptian food. Y'all know I love my cultured food, and all types of culture, Thai food, Filipino food, Mexican food, American Indian food, Middle Eastern food, Indian food, like from actual India. I love my cultured food, not just some modern day American food and some Pete. That's not even American food, but etc. So if y'all in the Philly area, let me know, man. I'll get y'all connected with my guy Egypt Prince. He's got a restaurant called Cilantro, and it's the best restaurant in Philly. I kid you not. Shout out my brother Taquan next. Tune in, man. So we're gonna hop right into this letter, man. This is the third strategy. So I hope y'all ready for this. I hope you guys got your notebooks out because we're gonna get right into it. So let's hop right into it. Before we do, I want to show you guys this. This is the CFPB newsroom. I want you guys to get familiar with this. All right, this is where you guys can go out and find where the CFPB is holding these companies, liable and suing them for tens and hundreds of millions of dollars, not thousands, tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. So you guys see right here, the CFPB takes action against wrongful auto repossessions and loan servicing breakdowns. I'll go ahead and I'll share this link with you guys. Let me go ahead and share this link with you guys. But we're going to hop right into the letter right after this. I just wanted to go ahead and share this with you guys so that you guys are all familiar and able to see what banks are being attacked by the CFPB. Who is the CFPB? Y'all may be wondering. The CFPB is your guys' best friend. The CFPB is the only bureau, right? By definition, it doesn't define Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion as a bureau. The only bureau is the CFPB, and that's the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and they're put in place to protect us consumers. So let's hop right into the letter that I drafted up for you guys, that if you guys have repossessions, and this is the third step. We're going to actually send this letter out, and I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys exactly where to send this letter out as well, too. So make sure you guys are paying close attention. Step number 2, strategy number 2, was to go out and make sure that we find case law study. Step number 1 was to pull the consumer reports from the proper places, when it comes to repossessions. Because I told somebody the other day, a lot of people are like, why not just freeze a consumer report? Well, if we freeze a consumer report, it's like putting a bandage over something that needs stitches. We got to actually cure the wound. We got to actually heal the wound. We can't just put a bandage over it and expect it to heal. All right. So that's not going to do, what we're seeking. That's not going to do, what we're looking to get done. That's not going to truly help heal it. So what's going to truly help heal it is going to where it's the root of where it's being reported. So go to places like Microbilt, Factor Trust, CoreLogic, Teletrack, and LexisNexis to go ahead and get these accounts removed from your guys' consumer report. All right, family? So we dropped that. Step number 2 is to find case law. And step number 3 is to draft up a dispute. So step number 2, the case law, we're going to actually use the case law and the verbiage that we found from that case law study. The one that we're using is Simmons versus Ford Credit Company. And we actually put that into our letter. So now we're going to go ahead and read through this pre-arbitration, slash notice of dispute that I got for any type of, company in which has repossessed a vehicle. So we're going to get right into it. I'm going to tell you guys right after this letter where to send this off to as well, too. If you guys are gaining any type of value, I can't even speak. This is my second live. I've been on phone calls all day. We've been in mode, man. So bear with me. But what I was saying is if you guys are getting any type of value, let's make sure to get the likes up so that more people can get in tune with these teachings, so that more people can view this video so that more people can be able to get access to our teachings just as a whole. My goal is to empower, enrich, and educate a billion lives, and I'm not going to be able to do so by myself. So I want to break this down. I'm writing to formally dispute the wrongful repossession of my vehicle, which occurred despite my account being current and in good standing with timely payments. The repossession of the vehicle was executed unlawfully and in violation of several federal laws, including the FTCPA, the Uniform Commercial Code, and the Fair Credit Reporting Act. I'm invoking my rights under our agreement, which includes a binding arbitration clause, as I prepare to file for arbitration in this event this dispute is not resolved promptly. So all of you guys can find the arbitration clause. You guys can find that very clearly within each one of you guys' agreements. So then we go on to talk about a summary of the summary of the dispute. So the summary of the dispute is wrongful repossession. My vehicle was wrongfully repossessed despite no default on my loan. The repossession is a direct breach of our agreement and violates federal laws concerning secure transactions, just as in Simmons versus Ford Motor Credit Company. In that case, the court found that repossessing the vehicle while the account was current on payments breached the creditor's own contract and subjected them to liability for the consumer's damages. After the repossession, your company inaccurately reported the account to the consumer reporting agencies, marking it as a charge-off. This false credit reporting caused severe damage to my credit score and is a clear violation of the FCRA, which requires creditors to report accurate information. Your company has failed to correct this error despite multiple attempts to resolve this matter. The CFPB recently published findings, right? This right here that I just showed you guys, showing widespread illegal practices in auto finance, including repossessing vehicles after timely payments and misapplying payments to the accounts. Your actions are reflective of the same conduct outlined in the CFPB, which has led to enforcement actions against similar companies. Right, damages incurred due to your unlawful actions. I've suffered the following damages: emotional distress. The unlawful repossession of my vehicle has caused significant emotional distress, embarrassment, and inconvenience, which are compensatable damages based on the precedents by the Simmons case. Damages to my creditworthiness, where I'm just going to go ahead and continue to read throughout this. I'm going to skip through this. I should say punitive damages, demand for compensation. So we're not only just sending them a letter, we're actually demanding compensation as well too. To resolve this matter amicably and avoid the need for arbitration or further legal action, I demand the following: compensation of $25,000 for the emotional distress, damage to my creditworthiness, legal fees, and punitive damages caused by your unlawful actions, immediate removal of all information related to this repossession from my consumer reports, full restoration of my credit to its condition prior to the repossession, including the deletion of the false charge-off status. And here's a pre-arbitration notice and potential fees. So if you fail to address and resolve the dispute within 30 days of this notice, I will be compelled to proceed to binding arbitration as outlined in our agreement. Arbitration will be filed through the American Arbitration Association. Please be advised that once arbitration is initiated, your company will be responsible for all arbitration-related costs, including the following: filing fees starting at $1,900, additional arbitration management fees that may range from $750 to $3,000, any fees related to the appointment of an arbitrator, which can range from $2,500 to $10,000 based on the arbitration rate, all legal fees and costs incurred by me in pursuing the arbitration claim, as well as any compensatory and punitive damages awarded by the arbitrator. As you are aware, arbitration fees are non-recoverable once arbitration is filed, and the process will continue until a binding resolution is reached. Given the significant cost your company would incur in arbitration, it would be prudent for you to resolve this matter now without the need for legal escalation. All right, y'all. Mic drop, mic drop, mic drop, mic drop. Y'all gain way too much value on these live streams, man. Name one person that's coming with this type of information. Name one person that's coming with this type of information. I can't think of one person that's coming with this type of information not on any platform. I done seen, many different people out there. Many people call me and talk about other, entrepreneurs, other quote unquote gurus. Never refer to me as a guru, please and thank you. I'm just like you guys, you know. Refer to me as brother. That's it. Or credit Gotti, or that's it, man. Brother or credit God. That's all don't ever call me a guru or a student, man. I'm a student to the game. All right, y'all. Mic drop. Those are the 3 steps, the 3 strategies to help you guys. Where are we going to send these off to? Well, for one, you guys can actually file a CFPB complaint. You guys can send this directly to that company. You guys can go to the ADR.org website and you guys could find their address through there. Other than that, what you guys can do is you guys can, file other complaints such as a BBB, a Better Business Bureau complaint. But the CFPB and just sending it to them directly through ADR.org. So let me take you guys back here. Let me see where that. So let me show y'all. Here on ADR.org, this is where we'd file arbitration through. Arbitration is in every single one of the contracts that you guys have with these auto loan contracts. So we can come here to the consumer section, to the consumer portal. I've gone over this time and time again, but we'll do it again for the sake of anybody that's new here. Name one person that's over delivering on value in the credit space as we are and have been for the past year. We just had a client right here that had over 51 accounts deleted. All right, this isn't my report. This is, y'all can see. Y'all see her probably on just about every live, Victoria. I'm looking to go live with her as well too and have her go over exactly what she sent out to get over 51 accounts deleted. You too can be getting these results as well. So we'll come here. Let's say it's Westlake. I personally dealt with Westlake with the auto loan, and this is the address that we would use. This is the email address that we'd use if we send out an email. All right, family. So I showed y'all, I gave y'all 3 proven strategies to help you guys remove an auto loan, a repossession from your guys' consumer report. So now it's time to take action. There ain't nothing to it but to do it. I always say, once again, knowledge is only potential power. Applied knowledge is true power. So we got to go out and make sure we're taking action and applying this information and these teachings. So I appreciate every single one of you guys tuning in. Thank you all for the support. I look forward to continuing to grow with each and every single one of you guys. And if you guys ever need me, y'all know where to find me, man. 305-575-2843. And all you guys got to do is just text the word consumer law, and me and my team will get to you. If you guys are ever looking to hop on a 10-minute consultation call, it's 100% complimentary, 100% free. We'll hop in that call. I'll help answer any questions. Please come with your consumer report so I can help you guys with whatever steps you guys are looking to get done. So today we just went over the top 3 proven strategies to remove a repossession from a credit report. Shout out my guy Keani, man. Keani McGee tuned in. Peace and love, brother. Peace and love. I hope all is blessed. But yeah, family. So that's all that I got for y'all, man. I believe this was a great recording. Y'all can catch this recording on my YouTube channel. Get off live right now. Okay, will do, Miss Anne-Marie. I am actually already done with my live, so we are getting off now. My brother, all is blessed. One of the OGs in the credit game, verified. Likewise, bro, I see you've stepped into space as well, too. I would love to collab in any way. I'm all about collaboration. I believe that's what's going to help the masses just as a whole. I would love to have you feature in on any of my live streams here on the YouTube over the past year, just because of the value I've been able to provide, the results. So I just went through and I was showing people, this is from, and if you go to our Discord, you'll see, she just dropped it. I just can't share my Discord on the screen on StreamYard, which is what I'm streaming on. But this is one of our clients who hasn't paid for any of my services, right? Not the university, which is only $97, not even the mentorship, which is $2,500 investment, nothing, right? $0. She came into my YouTube for free. She applied my teachings because I don't hold back on any information when it comes to credit, removing anything off of one's consumer report. and she was able to remove over 51 accounts. Not inquiries, not just inquiries. Yes, she removed probably over like 30 inquiries, but the other accounts, y'all see an account number right here. We got charge-offs, we got collections, we got repossessions, which she removed from these exact teachings. All right, so ain't no cap in my rap. I just had another client who had a $50 late payment, and they just got paid over $2,500 in a settlement for that $50 late payment that was reported inaccurately on the consumer report. So I would love for you, Keone, to feature in on my call. What I was saying is, in the past year, we've been able to build out our platform on YouTube over 7,500 or 7.3K subscribers, I believe, 7,300 subscribers, and that's all, no promotion. I don't even know how to run ads. It's all just word of mouth and just people getting results. So I would love for you, Keone, as somebody that I've, personally been mentored by, and gained tremendous value from. Would love for you to come in here and share some game with my people and with the following as well too. So if you're open to it, bro, y'all gonna think we getting kidnaps. Got the lights turned off. All right, that's about time. That means it's about time to get up on out of here. What's her turnaround time? What was her turnaround time? I couldn't tell you, honestly. I couldn't tell you. Everybody's is different, and that's the thing about credit. Everybody's is different. Get in the Discord. Ask her in the Discord. Ask her in the Discord, brother. Yeah, most definitely, bro. We definitely locked in. So reach out to me and let's get that going, brother. All right, y'all. Much love. Credit Gotti's out, though, man. This is my second live today. I'm ready to just go home and just relax now. I know it's Carlos. Just reach out to her in the Discord. She just posted it, and you'll be able to see. And you could ask her turnaround, something that she applied, something that she did. Like I said, everybody's account is different. But what I'm getting at with showing you guys her results and her doing that offer stuff from our teachings, she gave 100% credit. Let me show y'all my phone, actually. Is that there's a method to our madness. Here's my results with your process, but I need help with the next step. I'm stuck. So she's looking to go after them to get paid. So let's get it. Sheesh. All right, family. Much love. Say hey back. Right the flip now. What's up, cousin? Y'all go follow It's Anne Marie. Y'all go follow It's Anne Marie here on Instagram. It's my little cousin. Go show some love, man. All right, y'all. My throat is dry, man. We've been talking all day. I'm out of here now. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Much love.